Welcome back, viewers. Gert17 here. Today we're going to be doing another Gert chat. Also, shout out to Pafuga. I forgot to mention that. Well, because I have some things to talk about, and decided, well, the best place to probably do that is in the series I sort of established, which is this. Now, I've noticed, in my last DevCom, which was episode 7, I was like talking about a ton of other things while I was playing the map, and I think I should have saved that for like, you know, here, and like talked more about the map itself there, which I'll probably do more of that later. Just talk more about the map rather than, you know, off-topic things. But this is essentially the place for the off-topic stuff. So, right. So the first thing that I want to say is that essentially Miniversion 2, that will be. There's a lot of work to be put into it, and as of now, we have no decisions made on, you know, a lot of things. So far, all we have is just like at least half the terrain. Yeah, and I would really like to have this finished by end of the year, beginning of January type of stuff. Yeah, and then there's gonna be a trailer for it. All right, so now. That's one thing that I would like to goals that I would like to have, right? Another thing is I would also have I've been getting I've not been getting, but I've essentially experienced my friend Noah, right, in school. He just likes to watch my videos like in school on the school computers for some reason. If anything, he's probably doing that now. But anyways, now there is a couple suggestions he made. Now, one being that I shouldn't have numbers in my name, because I would look more professional without them. I could agree. Now, I didn't really, you know, because he's like, oh, like think of all the other like professional YouTubers that are really famous that, you know, they don't have numbers in their name. And I could agree. I couldn't really think of any at the time, but. The reason why I had 17 in my name was because either they wouldn't allow it or something, or they're like, it's not long enough, or I don't know what they did. But I'm considering changing it to just Gert, because that's, you know, that would be something that, you know, that would be great. Now, another thing that would be cool is, as now, the only the only intro I have is just like a fade-in, which is, you know, I find that pretty simple and subtle, and, you know, that's, I'm just walking into these things. I find that, I still enjoy that. Apparently, some people might not, but it's something, I probably should have bombed. But that is just something, you know, I find easy to make. Now, you know, those other giant big intros that you see, like you look up free intros, you know, you can make, it's like, they don't really appeal to me. Like, you know, the ones where it's like your text like goes in, there's a bunch of flashing lights, and, you know, it's all moving around and distorted and stuff like that. And then, you know, that's cool and all. Like, you know, it probably took someone, I don't know how long takes people to make these things, but, like, you know, they're probably able to do that. And then so, you know, that's cool and all, but the thing I don't like about those kind of generic intros that you can get is the music that's paired up with it. Now, usually how it works is like there's all of a sudden like your text comes in, and then there's like a bass drop, and then it's still like dropping within, you know, and then you know, this is royalty-free music, so, you know, of course it's free. So then there's like this big bass drop going, and all of a sudden it just either just cuts out or, like, you know, it fades out. That's the thing I really don't like. I'm fine with, you know, the flashing lights and all that kind of stuff, but it's when audio isn't synced up or like worked in properly. That's when that's something I really don't like. Now the reason why is because I feel like it's like you're essentially given like a bass drop to enjoy, right? And, you know, you probably could enjoy it. But it's when it's like not executed properly, how it just suddenly fades out mid-drop. That's the thing I don't like. It's like, it's just, could you imagine you're reading a book, right? And all of a sudden you get to like a page, or like you open up a book, right? halfway through the page, just the text starts getting really small to the point where you can't read it anymore. It's something like that. That's how I could compare it to. It's like you're trying to, like, you know, listen to the drop, and then it's like, oh, it's going away. And it's like, it's in mid-drop. Now, that's better than, you know, having it just cut out completely. But if there's someone, if it could be executed properly to have a bass drop do something like that, then I would prefer it to be, like, actually ending. I would prefer it to actually, like, drop and then end when the intro ends, like synchronized like that. That's the one thing I would rather prefer than having it still going and just fading out while it's still going. To me, it makes more sense to have it just end. So that way everything's all matched up and stuff. Now, apparently, either some people can't do that, or they just don't like it, or something, I don't know. But that's something that would appeal to me if you have to use a drop like that. Now, something I would like, but I don't think either people could do this, or I don't know anyone that could do this. An intro that I would like in replace of the old text that would just drop down. I use a Movie Maker. I'd like to, because kind of went away from that. What I would like is to have those flashing lights, right? You know, you get your text. However, as soon as it goes in, there's no bass drop or anything. There's just like this really cool sound effect. Not something like comical or anything, but like a cinematic sound effect, like some really like deep sort of like bass something. But it's like it doesn't have any rhythm or anything to it. So you could essentially have everything fade out, and that wouldn't be something that, you know, that get in the way, and, you know, like I was saying earlier, it wouldn't like match up. So now you would take something like that with like a sound effect, or you can have something where, like, right before like a bass drop, you have that like right before it, you'd have that sudden like like that like really increased escalation and like just bass, just suddenly just that last second build up just would, like, that's something that I would like something like that wouldn't really have that much rhythm to it. That would be something that I would like. And then what you would do with that is that you would have the text come in, and then suddenly, like, in slow motion while that sound is playing, have that like sound play, and then right after that, like, that's done, you have like the text essentially like physics and stuff, and then it would you would have the text physics, and then it would essentially like scatter along the screen and stuff, and I think that would be pretty cool. However, it seems like it would take a lot of patience to make. It would be time consuming, whatnot. I don't know how to make that. It would take forever for me to learn, and, you know, I don't know anyone who could do that, you know, to those requirements. So I'm stuck with what I have now. But if someone could make something like that, that would be really cool. For free, mind you, because I don't have money to do that. I can't, you know. So anyways, that's something. Those are some goals I would like. And also to finish DevCom series. I gotta finish that, actually, now that I think of it. So those are some of the goals that I had in my mind I'd like to get out, you know. And then so now, I should also, one more thing. I gotta work on a better, like, outro, actually, saying stuff in the end. But anyways, I hope you guys have enjoyed watching this. Make sure to rate and subscribe if you like this stuff. And I'll see you all in the next video. I'll work on stuff like that. Yes. Hope you all have enjoyed watching.